Hey guys, so I've been promising for the last couple videos that I would give you guys an update on the job status situation. So I have talked about in numerous videos how I went to an initial interview where I was interviewing for a full-time medical assistant position at the local hospital in the community where I live. And if you guys watched any of those videos, you would know that initially I was not hired for the full-time position. They offered me a call-in position, which is basically per diem. You would be covering for anybody who calls off sick or anybody who has planned absences, such as, they took PTO to go to an appointment or they went on vacation or, whatever the case may be as far as a planned absence. So at that point in time, the plan was that as a call-in, I could be sent to any of the locations. And for those of you who don't know, the hospital that I work for is a critical access hospital. We are a rural hospital, and so we have a main clinic, but then we also have satellite clinics where we have providers that see people that may not live close enough to come to our main hospital clinic, or it would be easier for them to get to the satellite clinics. So I initially was offered that position as the call-in slash per diem, which offered hourly pay, no guaranteed hours. It was non-union, and obviously as a per diem, you don't typically receive benefits, and so I was not going to be receiving benefits for this position. I was told that I would be trained in all of the clinic locations as well as central scheduling in case they needed someone to cover for central scheduling as well. And then I was scheduled to go for new hire orientation, which happened this past week. And I went through new hire orientation, which was like from 8 a.m. until somewhere around noonish. And I kid you not, like a few hours after I left new hire orientation, I received an email from the clinic director. I didn't actually get the email until like 9 o'clock that night, so I didn't respond to it until 9 o'clock that night, but she sent it at like 4, so a few hours after I had left the hospital for the day following orientation, and she let me know that there was now a full-time opening within the main hospital clinic, and she asked me if I would be interested in taking that position, which of course I said, yes, definitely. I'm absolutely interested in it. So she told me the next day when I went into the hospital, she would give me more details about that position specifically and what it would entail. And so that is kind of, I did mention that she would be talking to me and giving me more details. I mentioned that in a couple of vlogs. So that is what I'm here with this video to share with you guys, is the information that she shared with me. So I will be working full-time hours Monday through Friday. I do also have the option to pick up hours on the weekends if I so choose to work in our urgent care slash walk-in clinic. And I could do that if I was trying to save up money for something big, or just try to save up money, or if, the weather was going to be bad and I just decided I wanted to work, I could do that. I obviously don't plan to pick up any hours until I feel more comfortable, until I feel like I've been thoroughly trained. But I will be working with one specific provider. This provider sees his own established patients. He is a primary care family medicine doctor. So he sees his own established patients, but he also sees urgent care slash walk-in patients as well, whenever he has the availability to do so. So just to keep that in mind, it is technically kind of busy with his assignment. I will not be working alone, so I'm not the only other person that will be helping him with his patients. It is myself, and I think she's an LPN. I'm supposed to be shadowing her on Monday and Tuesday, so we shall see, how, like, I don't know if she's an LPN or another medical assistant, but honestly, in the community clinics setting, which is the department I work in, all of us are referred to as nurses. Not saying that that's technically correct, because obviously I'm not a nurse, but you know, we are all referred to as nurses for some reason. Even on my job listing, it says 8-hour LPN. So I'm not exactly sure why it says that. I don't know if it's just how they have it set up, but I will be working with one other person, and like I said, I am training with her. I'm shadowing her on Monday. I don't know if I'm still shadowing her on Tuesday or if I'm just working with her on Tuesday. I guess we shall see. I was also told that I might be floating to a couple different offices to get trained with how they do their charting, only because those providers do their charting a little bit differently than how my doctor will. I was also told that my doctor has his MAs or nurses do referrals and send prescriptions and add orders into the system. Most of the providers at the hospital that I work at don't do that, but mine does. So I'm glad that I paid attention during Epic training when the trainer was kind of showing us how to add new orders and stuff like that, and how to create referrals within Epic. I think it's just going to be a learning curve. Like I said, I am nervous, but I'm definitely excited that I was offered full-time, and now I will get benefits. I will get guaranteed hours every week. I have the opportunity to pick up extra if needed. The thing about call-in is you can pick up extra hours, but those extra hours are offered to full-time staff members before they're offered to part-time staff members, before they're offered to call-in staff members, if that makes sense. I don't exactly know how many part-time staff members we have. Most of them, I think, are full-time. I will know more, obviously, as I get to work with these people, but for now, I am just super excited that there was a full-time opening and that I was offered it, and obviously that I now have it. So all of that fun stuff starts on Monday. I'm glad that I was finally able to sit down and take the time to explain to you guys kind of the change. I should also say that initially I may not be working on Thursdays, only because on Thursdays my provider actually works at one of our satellite clinics, and the clinic director had said that initially she might not want to send me out there until I think the main purpose of that is until I feel more comfortable and until I've been kind of fully trained in all of the different procedures. She may want me to just stay at the main clinic for now, because she knows that this is my first ever medical assistant job. And so I did tell her that I'm a little bit nervous, and obviously I haven't had a whole bunch of practice doing all these procedures because I went to school back in 2021. So anyways, I just thought that I would share that. I hope you guys are excited as I am, because I think it's definitely exciting. Like literally my first day, I went from call-in per diem to full-time with benefits and union and all that good stuff. So anyways, that's it for today's video. If you guys have any questions, any topics you'd like me to discuss in the future on my channel, please be sure to let me know. I will get something filmed for you, and have a wonderful day.